hate seeing Shadowheart suffer like this. All for doing the right thing. It's up to us to look after her now. If she needs a rest, we carry her. If she needs a hand, she has ours. If she needs ears, we've got 4 between us. Whatever she needs.
Shadowheart suffers. You might be surprised, but it pains me to see. Now, what would you ask of me?
I suppose it was only a matter of time until Shah took vengeance. For the Lady of Loss, she does not like losing. The Orthon is nothing. I'll have my satisfaction when Raphael makes good on his word. In an old pair of boots, in an abandoned outhouse, in my own bedroll. The devil turns up where it pleases him, but we're bound to run into him soon.
Shah's ire has shaken Shadowheart. And yet she goes on. There is untold strength there, I feel.
You wanted something? I'm sorry. It might be best kept until later. I'd be a poor counsel and worse company just now.
Poor Shadowheart. The gods are nothing if not vindictive in their vengeance.
Shah called Shadowheart nothing. But I know better than that. She is something. She is worthy. She is strong. She is Shadowheart. Nothing can take the her from her. Not even a goddess.
Shah has discarded young Shadowheart like a broken toy. The gods are ever fickle.
Ketheric's soul still nourishes the shadows. Destroy him, so the land may heal, so that I may heal.
Stomach churns around and around. The bile within is unsettled. Each moment brings a new surge. Your companions sleep like blissful lumps of meat.
He thinks he might end the world. But you and I could do far worse. You could do so much better, milady. I won't lay so much as a talon on him. I wouldn't rob you of that delight. Your clever mind is penning tragedy as we speak. Your repressed urge yearns to kill. And kill you will. Tonight. The moment you close your eyes, your favorite person will be brutalized. We all kill what we love most. In time. He would forget his god for you, but you won't for him. Of that I know. It is my duty to ensure you are making the right decisions, Master. There was much disappointment at your reluctance to kill the little moon maiden. You could kill this one deliberately. I'm sure it will be considered a great show of goodwill. The tithe could still be yours. I do not doubt you will act with a decorum befitting one of your rank. Good night, sweet lady.
Your companion rests blissfully, without a fear in the world. As your hand approaches his body, it wavers. It longs to close around his throat.
Pleasant dream gives way to an even more pleasant reality. Wait. I'm not sure I like the look in your eyes. What's wrong? I see. Fast as in right now, I assume, rather than first light after some sleep fast. You better tell me all.
As you tell your story, fatigue fills your body. Your head swims with the worst headache you've known.
I see? Sweet that you care enough to murder me. Mind if you don't? We're in this together, theoretically. You should have confided in me sooner. What is it? A curse? Compulsion? Enthrallment? Whatever it is, we're gonna free you of it.
Suddenly you become drowsy. Your vision blurs and floods with yellow bile, and you faint in a dizzy blur. You are not yourself. All control is gone.
Easy there. Your mind is your own, as are your limbs. Don't do anything rash. Steady. You can rein this in. Nobody's getting hurt. Gratitude can wait. You're not out of the woods yet. Stay focused.
The night passes sick and sweating, but bloodlessly. You once again inhabit your own mind.
Welcome back to the land of the lucid, where explanations are owed, if you don't mind. This is surmountable, I'm sure. I'll protect you until you prevail. Let's not throw the murderous baby out with the bathwater. It's not all right, but it's what I'm willing to do. For you. This is a rather high-risk romance we've embarked upon, isn't it? Brings new meaning to the term strange bedfellows. Chin up, or best this. Well, whatever it is. At least there's no shortage of enemies out there for you to kill. A veritable feast for the violent at heart.
About what happened. About your affliction. I know you're sorry, and I know you're probably afraid it'll happen again. I'll look after myself. You look after you. If we each do our part, we'll both be all right.
You are worried about this killing urge. I can see it. I will try to help you resist. But spill a single drop of my blood, and yours will flow in a gusher.
What can I do for you, my friend?
Remember, whatever evil is trying to control you, I know you are stronger. Resist.
I know you have your personal demons to contend with. But if I didn't make it clear before, I think you can beat this. Just don't give in. And seek help if you need it. You wanted something?
I see the hunger in your eyes, and I see how it worries you. It worries me too. But you are stronger than the hunger. You can resist. You will resist. I'm sure of it.
I have been watching you more closely than ever since the night we were forced to restrain you. I believe you have your urges under control for now, and that you may become the master of them. But if you so much as think about harming me, I will pluck the thought from your mind, and then your heart from your chest. That is all.
A disturbed and disturbing night for all of us, but worth it. With due diligence, your impulses will soon be mastered, or at least prevented from causing further harm. Now, as the saying goes, what's left undone should be left unspoken. Is there some lighter subject you wish to discuss? I can hardly hold you responsible for what you do while unconscious, but still. I'll sleep with one eye open. Better safe than, well, dead. There's nothing that would give me greater pleasure. No matter. After all, A bond like ours hardly needs words to express it. What else is troubling you?
Well met. That's the spirit.
No traps, please.
Unshackled from shadows, she will rise in moonlit glory and carve a path of brightness to the accursed one's second death. So saith the wise Alondo. That beacon of angelic wrath has taken the fight to Ketheric on the rooftop, and the first line of defense are dead. But storming the tower won't be easy, and if we wait too long, Ketheric will gather his strength and retaliate. For now, though, he's on the back foot for the first time since he returned from the grave. This is it. The spearhead moment. You brought us this far. So how shall we proceed? A sound strategy. Once it's done, me and my Harpers will hold the ground floor while you hunt down the General himself. Floric left some of her flaming fist. They'll scout the prisons and the barracks below to ensure we're not taken by surprise. Say the word, and we're off. At the ready, Harpers! In this light, there will be victory. In this light, we will avenge the fallen! The time has come. Ketheric will taste of death at last. My blade will taste of your flesh, Ketheric. So set on a century-old scorn.
Ever heard of a vampire called Cazador?
I don't think so. Why? Friend of yours?
He's patriarch of the Tsar family. A nasty fellow, if the histories are accurate.
I imagine they are.
What say we kill the big bad Ketheric first?
You dare show yourself here after all you've done? You have betrayed me. You have betrayed General Thorm. You have betrayed our god! And for what? These Harpers. Moonrise will be their tomb, and in death, you will all serve the Absolute. You hid it well. I thought you'd be another notch on my bedpost, but instead I'll make a trophy of your bones. Boys, make this traitor bleed.
One day I'll catch a break. To lose.
Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
Put Keverick down.
There's a parasite in that corpse, brimming with potent magic.
A question for our master monster hunter. How would you approach killing a vampire?
A full-on vamp, you mean? Lure it into the sun, drive a stake through its heart. And that's not the end of it. The suckers are wily. And no offense.
None taken. Wiliness keeps me alive.
Something over there.
Through a narrow crack in the wall, you hear something shift against stone. The pulse of a crawling, living thing. You can't quite catch a glimpse, but you recognize this feeling. The same alien presence you felt on the Nautiloid. Your awareness unfolds, expanding through every wall in the tower, every mind. A vast living network extending down into the dark, where something wakes.
What in the hells is that?
It's a trap.
Tendrils snap like iron cords around your wrist. That presence in your mind looms large, closer now. The tendrils tighten, and suddenly you are elsewhere. The presence is no longer approaching you. but encircling you, observing you. A pause, as if it struggles to compress its vast being down into terms you can understand.
This is the voice they have given me. To better speak to your kind without breaking you. I was once a servant of the grand design. Now I'm a slave to theirs. But you were the jeweled hope for their design. But now, you are their flaw. I am the chain they will use to bind this world. But I cannot bind you. You must come to me, so I can become myself again.
A world away, the grip on you tightens. A desperate, drowning thing that pulls you down with it.
Come, become.
Enough of this! Release yourself!
Well, you've certainly piqued the interest of the Absolute. Though I can think of at least a dozen gods I'd rather...
Careful. It nearly had you. Whatever that creature was, its telepathic force was unlike anything I've ever encountered. It must be the source of the Absolute.
Come on, let's go.
Killed a few giant bats in my day, Astarion, but never hunted a vampire.
Just to remind you, I'm merely a spawn. It won't count. But if you want a true vampire, I'm happy to recommend one.
One with the weave.
Can't give up now.
As long as we hold this floor, the tower is ours. I'll stay here. Ensure no one comes up or down without a scimitar welcome. You're close now. A final audience with Ketheric Thorm awaits. May you strike like the viper and choke like the vine. Good luck. Come what may, we'll be the tempest that blows clear this accursed.
Still a look at Yankee disc. About the Prince Orpheus, maybe. Lae'zel could make sense of it.
Starian, how is the rat diet going?
It may soon come to an end if you don't shut your mouth.
Something over there.
The necromancer was experimenting on the tadpoles. But they were already imbued with Netherese magic.
Carved into the bench's rotted surface are strange, half-faded sigils. A magic circle of some kind, thick with darkness and decay.
A ritual circle. And a complex one at that. I've seen such a construction before in the writings of the Weave Pasha Raven, though his vision was not so tainted. The sigils are written in a curious mix of tongues. Ancient Kalashite, Netherese, something else I can't quite make out. If I'm reading it correctly, it was used in the creation of moon lanterns. It's been mostly drained, but even now contains a powerful dose of shadow weave. The discarded pixie corpses might still contain enough essence. With one of the broken lantern casements... Yes, I think I'll be able to craft one more lantern. And with a slight modification of the casting gesture, it might be able to wield the shadows instead of repelling them. Though, Mistress' eyes may be upon me. She'd forbid me dabbling with such magic. She'd want it destroyed. Wasted, arguably. Very well. Stand back, if you please.
It doesn't take much. The sigils fade, the circle's tainted magic dissolving harmlessly into the ether.
Not bad for a wizard who slept through his Kalashite lessons, eh?
Give me trouble now. Something over there.
Thorn's wife loved him deeply. Perhaps he was even a good man once. I've heard that in Baldur's Gate, wizard is also a term used for one who eschews their more carnal desires. Is that true, Will?
Where are we going with this, Gale?
Oh, nowhere. Just think it's a rather cruel misnomer. Not at all reflective of the glamour wizarding life affords.
That is not what it seems. I see you, shapeshifter. Wonder what's past this.
What have you done? What have you done to me? There is no redemption, can't you see? It is too late. If Melodia could see all I've done, she'd know. She'd know her husband died long ago with Isabel. Unlike Isabel, he could not be brought back. I haven't forgotten her embrace. Melodia's. Nor Seluna's. But the Moon Maiden did not intervene when my life was dismantled piece by piece. And when I tried to buy it back, it cost me everything. Everything. We are copper pieces in their belts. Tokens to be traded for scraps. You have beaten me, true soul. But the gods beat me first.
Rise, you dog! Retribution has come, and her sword is my sword. Ha! Ketheric Thorn would sooner die than lay down his rank cause. Isn't that right, General?
I was a fool to hesitate. Power like mine cannot be hidden, cannot be cowed. But power like mine has a price. A price I am destined to pay. You have one last chance to bow. Once it's gone, I'll have no choice but to destroy you both. Do you hear? Bow! The prism. You've had it all this time, you worm. You will bow before me. And if you will not bow, you will break.
He will crumble at the power of your touch. Give him all you have. The gods fight at our side!
Checkmate.
My turn.
I've missed this.
Light on my feet.
Enough. My lord beckons me. You must return to your prison, and my daughter must be reclaimed.
Your daughter? Isabel.
You will fall as sure as she. This has only begun.
That tentacle was colossal. The same creature we encountered before.
That tentacle came
We must
from
follow where it went.
We should follow. I'm not about to let Ketheric walk free.
Spent. I should unwind and camp.
Did you feel that? I wasn't surrounded on all sides by the darkness of the Shadow Curse lands. I'd think it was Mystra herself brushing against my skin. Not weak, but subtle. Mystra knows there is a risk to make herself known here, however briefly. After all, this cursed place is not hers, but Shah's. Mystra came here with a purpose. She's left some tiny part of herself to watch over me, I think. A boon to help us reach the heart of the Absolute in one piece. Strange, though, that she would reward me for such a service now. She's hardly been forthcoming on that front since my banishment. Ah, Perhaps I'm overthinking things. A blessing's a blessing, and this one should come in most useful.
Your courage, Gale.
Thank you. Any particular reason?
Between the orb and the bug, you've got more than your fair share of unwelcome passengers.
What can I say? Mother always taught me to be a gracious host.
The General will call that a tactical retreat, I'm sure. But you have him on the run. That thing he summoned was illithid. Follow it below and find him, before he has a chance to subdue the Night Song again. Better they stay here, and hold the tower should Ketheric's army catch wind of our assault. But if you have room for one lone soldier, I would face Ketheric by your side. Theory and supposition, none of which will help us in the fight to come. Ketheric must die, and the Absolute with him. We will work out the details as they rear their ugly heads. If our luck holds, they won't need to. If it doesn't, well, they are Harpers. Being outnumbered is part of the job. But the sooner we reach Ketheric and rob his army of their reason to fight, the better. Lead and I follow, Commander.
The hole yawns back at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
This is an illithid colony. This must be where they harvest the tadpoles. We're close to the source of the infections.
I wager that devil I meant to rescue somewhere near.
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. That telepathic storm has become a tempest.
Codes, it's like a charnel house. All these people.
No will sparks behind his eyes. His mind has been hollowed out to better echo the commands of the collective. You could kill it, End its miserable life of enslavement. Surely that would be the humane thing to do. Or you could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind for anything that could serve you. Pliant as well-worn boots, his mind turns to his work. Chop, cut, sort, shiver of impact, crack of bone. He removes the brains, digs free the squirming tadpoles, the unworthy ones given over to the illithids, to become.
Part of one mind. 4 little feet dancing to same song.
With a lurch, you realize he means the intellect devourers. Here, the brains are harvested, made part of the hive mind.
But there is one little kitty dances to another song. Same song as you. Locked up. Bad kitty. Thinks it is other. Nursery. Here they become. Chop, chop. Help them become. Monster. Down deep. 1 of 3. 1 of 3. Yes. Yes. Please.
Blood follows me everywhere.
You'll make excellent fertilizer.
No more chop.
Rock to Queen 6. That's a little too much blood. Even for me.
We are free! Thank you, friend. But perils remain, near and far. Better to stay together. You and us, we will remain with you. Call us, and we will be at your side.
It's hot in here. Heading out. Enjoy this.
Mole's eye patch. What's become of her?
I'm rather alarmed to say I suddenly feel inexplicably jubilant. How ominously delightful.
Assemble. Obey.
Of all the beastly lairs I've had to poke my nose into, the colony is still by far the worst.
Maybe it's me, but you sound almost nostalgic.
Mind flayers and civilians, side by side. This must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
The device releases a stream of fragmented memories and emotions, all that remains of the pod inhabitant's former self. Courage, conviction. Your tadpole forms a telepathic connection with the device, and a chorus of static energy fills your mind. Every mind flayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release and sustenance. But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected, not yet elithid, terrified, desperate to escape. The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Let's light them up.
Oh, yes.
Get me out of here!
I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you.
Zevlor.
Watching gods. The Blade of Frontiers. Will? What happened?
I paid the price of angering the wrong devil.
And shouldered the cost to spare someone else a worse fate, I'd wager. I owe you an explanation. Much more than that. But first, please, the others, the ambush. Tell me they survived. You've heard some of it, I'm sure. That I froze, or broke, or some other lie that is kinder than the truth. We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard her, their false god, whispering promises in my mind. I would be a paladin again, with a god's purpose, a god's power. Everything I needed to protect. I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you. The Blade of Frontiers. The savior I needed, if not the one I deserved. Finish what you came here to do. I dare say you've done enough for me.
Fascinating as our surroundings are, we must press on. If our runaway general is down here, the heart of the Absolute will be too.
Brine pools, but empty of tadpoles. Unusual. Harvesting all the larvae indicates they are getting ready for something big.
This pod has a different air to its chitinous cavern. Dust and dirt are gathered on the inside. It's broken beyond repair, seemingly by a blunt impact, as if whoever was inside threw themselves against it in an effort to break out. Your brain hurls an image towards you, your own head, blood gushing down in front of your eyes. The blood inside has not started to rot. There is a fresh hint to it. Banging your fists on a chamber until half your fingers were broken. How long inside? Days? Months? Lifetimes? The parasite was inserted into your head and your body crammed into a pod long before you were moved to the Nautiloid. A laughing woman, taunting you. She betrayed you. Who was she?
What in the hells? That's Mizora in that pod. Mizora, you're Zariel's asset.
My dumb little stinker. Took you long enough. Now, by Grazit's cock, get me out of this thing!
I'll do it, and you'll set me free. That was the deal.
Yeah. So, get to it already.
The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
You did all right, Will. I'd give your belly a good rub, but never could stand a smell.
You're free, Mizora. I held up my end. Now you hold up yours. Sever the pact.
Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soulbearer from all obligation within 6 months.
6 months? Gods damn you!
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you. Another one? Well, after jumping through all those hoops, a little treat wouldn't hurt. that power. And to think you want to throw it away. Now, you've got business in the towers to take care of. Don't you fret. I'll find you soon enough. You're going to need me. Count on it. Oh, and go ahead. Tell your chums how we met. It's a real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
Zariel's asset was none other than Mazora herself. Of course. Tricks on top of tricks on top of tricks. But I've only got 6 months before I'm made a free man. Thanks be to the Triad. No, scratch that. Thanks be to you. First, we kill Ketheric Thorn. Then, I'll tell you everything you want to know. What else is on your mind?
Lashes. Balthazar let one of his walking carcasses lapse from his control. Let's ferry them back. Wait! By the Bone Lord. It's you! I thought I'd never see you again. I wanted to keep you for myself, but they shipped you away. You talk! And you are aware? How is that possible? Oh, but what an arresting voice you have. You're not supposed to be here, Special One. That's not right. But I don't want to damage you. You were my very first, after all. I learned everything about the parasites from you. I remember finding you close to death. Beaten black and blue on the floor of this sanctum. It must have been a few hours after the tadpole was placed in your skull. How you got here was a total mystery. But I stitched you up just enough to keep you alive, then placed you within your crib. I kept you as mine, until you were needed by our superiors. We had such a close bond. I opened you up endlessly with my scalpels, and got lost in your insides. The most important work, the nature of which I only heard whispers. Truthfully, I'm not surprised to see you found your way back here all by yourself. I always knew you were clever. It has never been the same with another. All the other victims who come here just meekly obey. You thrashed. You fought. You were indomitable. But as special as you are, you shouldn't be swanning around here, acting as if free will is yours again. We're going to kill you, sweet one. But I promise I will stay with you afterwards. Lashes, bring this one back to my table. And prepare my knives for a long night of experiments.
the hack doctor who half pieced you together after whatever caused your head to get in this mess. Someone else must have attacked you in the midst of whatever you were doing down here. This necromancer was a grunt in the scheme of the horrors enacted against you. That attacker is the source. In the heart of all these membranes, there was a dagger awaiting you all along. But from who?
Descend!
A whole fleet of nautiloids. Here, on the Sword Coast.
Is anyone else's tadpole squirming around a lot more than usual?
Mine too. It senses something down there. Something big.
No longer a background murmur, the presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We found it. The Absolute is behind this door.